What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jem, and today we're gonna play the winning Gardevoir EX list. So I'm not sure if any of you guys saw it, but pretty much it's your standard vanilla Guardy with the new stadium that doesn't allow us to be hit by rule box Pokemon. That being said, let's get to it. Also, my apologies. We got to reset that win counter. Let's see if we can do a little bit better in 8-3 like last stream. Also, apologize. Might take a couple bites off stream as I literally got home like right as the stream started. Alrighty, so you probably want to go blind second. Yeah, blind welc's a good lead. Okay, so we're playing Dragapult. It plays a research, so I would like to assume there's another archetype included in this. My guess would be we're probably playing Regidrago. Oh, okay. Just playing full-on Dragapult. Ah, we're playing Zatu Natu. That makes a lot more sense. It's probably going to be these two. Okay, we have all our Ralts. Have our EX. We have all of our energy. Alrighty. So we're looking pretty good. Let's go here. Let's go with Evo. And yeah, pretty vanilla, pretty vanilla Gardevoir turn. Just about as basic as it gets. Oh, we did prize our Ace spec and Artisan. And after this game, I'll look over the list again just so I can price check a little bit more efficiently. I know most of the cards, but it's probably a card or two off for what I'm used to playing, just because I originally was not playing the stadium. Evo TM tells me my opponent's not planning to attack this turn, which is a pretty good sign for us considering we already have 2 Curliers in play. I have an Ultra Ball to get a 3rd one if I choose to. So we're in pretty good spot right now.
Manscaped's 20% off.
Oops, sorry. I'm just opening the live video so I could see everybody's comments. Kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Took it off the screen just so there's more gameplay you could see. Yeah, I do agree that Neutral Zone is incredibly strong of a card. Hopefully today I can display just how strong this card is. Probably hold on to Mimikyu just in case we get in a weird board where we don't really feel comfortable attacking. Okay, so we definitely could go to the EX. I think EX Boss just makes the most sense. our board is pretty well stabilized. We typically want to stay on odd prizing. There's no Charizard in the picture. Yeah, let's just keep it plain and vanilla. We will go attach. We'll go attach both energies with Psychic Embrace. And then honestly, I like getting another Curlia down, just establishing a little bit more of our board. Now, we probably don't want to discard anything, which is fine, but I think evolving it's still pretty nice. We also could have gotten a Ralts, but I like Curlia just a little bit better. Okay, so we got one of our Arvins off the prizes along with Vessel. This will definitely help us keep pace with trying to take the 2-2-2 prize line. You don't always have to do that. It just definitely makes the game much more manageable on the Gardevoir side. Because I could more than likely expect to get attacked this turn. This is just normal live, familiar. I'm just playing normal live currently. Trying to think, what could knock us out here? A Kieran mixed with a Defiance Band still doesn't get us there, so the manual attach was really important for that. So yeah, sweet. We're avoiding the weird numbers, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Ooh, double boss. So we could probably assume there's no Gust left outside of counter catchers. Yeah, honestly, this board looks pretty good for us. As long as we could follow up this next turn, even taking a hit here from Dragapult. We have Monkey Dory. I might even take a Cresselia line just to reset some damage. Kind of just depends on how my opponent ends their turn, but yeah, we have a wide variety of things we can do. Alrighty, so my opponent does get to attack this turn, which is a good thing for them. I definitely don't want my opponent to just sit there and not get to play the game, so yeah, this is pretty cool. There's that counter catcher I brought up before. Another reason that I wanted to evolve up all of my Ralts lines is for something like this. If it happens where if my opponent did this with the Curlia and then put 6 on the Ralts, now I could only evolve up into Curlia because I don't play Rare Candy, and that allows them to take a multi-prize turn. Okay, so 230, my opponent's clearly setting me up for a Kieran or a Defiance Band play, so we definitely want to try to get Monkey Dory out this turn and play around that. Okay, so of course we only have Psychics left, and we want to grab 2 because we want to thin out the deck. Drawn to more. Okay, so we do have that if we need it. Let's see. I think it's just this. We don't necessarily have the resources to knock this out just yet with a Drifbloom, and I don't really think it makes sense to. So that being said, I think we just go with the Monkey, and then we could hold on to the Devo for next turn. So yeah, our board looks pretty solid. Yeah, we'll attach the Dark here. Take ourselves out of Kieran range. And then what's weird enough is we're probably... yeah, I guess I can flutter this later. Does it ever matter to have... yeah, I think I'm going to just end up two-shotting the active. And because my opponent already put 2 in pressure to knock out on my Curlia, I think it makes sense to evolve it here. And then go ahead and swing. So unfortunately, this puts us in a spot where we don't have any draw engine, and our deck isn't the thinnest with 25 cards still in deck. However, we're a prize ahead. Our opponent doesn't have a way to knock out one of these Gardevoir EXs on the board, so we know we're going to be following up with an attack next turn. So for that reason, I think we're in an okay spot. We're not too bad. Still looking pretty good. Yeah, that's another good point too, Sor. When I saw Double Boss, I had just assumed no Pal Pad. They could have cut something else to put in another Pal Pad, so I guess that is still a possibility. For the time being, though, I think it's pretty safe to assume that there's no boss's orders that'll be able to be played anymore. I'm like 70% sure I've locked in my deck for Worlds. Actually, after the stream tonight and a little bit of coaching, I was hoping to fully answer that question and get it to 100%. So ideally, in a perfect world, that's the plan. We'll have it figured out tonight. Okay. So, the question is, so the problem is, it has 6 damage counters left. So this can put me in a position where I can get knocked out with a Gust and get a multi-prize knockout. However, this is in position with Defiance Band or Kieran. So for that reason, we probably, let's see what we have. So we probably have to pick our poison. But on the bright side, as long as we move off damage correctly, we're not going to have to get knocked out twice. Or both Guardies can't get knocked out next turn. It would have to be Kieran because we have Monkey Dory. So thankfully, Monkey Dory takes us out of that range. The question is, how do we want to attack? We can go Flutter, ping onto here, set up a multi-prize knockout, but Flutter does not knock out the active. So for that reason, I think it makes more sense to move it off of the 250, just because that's a clear way of a multi-prize knockout, whereas this is a conditional one, needing Kieran or, what's that card? I was just slipping up. Or Defiance Band. And then I think we just clean you up with the good old Balloon. Because 180, 120... Actually, we do have enough to clean you up with a Scream Tail. So we're going to save the Balloon, because we already have Charm in hand, which is pretty good for us. And then we are going to attach here. Just accelerate a little bit of that energy. And we'll take a knockout. So now next turn, we're looking pretty good. We know we're going to knock out Manaphy, so we're kind of pressuring our opponent to take out Scream Tail. Because if they don't deal with Scream Tail, we're going to be able to snipe the Xatu rather easily. If they don't evolve up the Dracloak, kind of the same purpose. But if they do deal with the Scream Tail, we still have the open out to Drifloon to essentially blow up anything in the active we have to deal with. So we're looking pretty good. Okay, that's not the most amazing card to see. We definitely don't want to see the Radiant Zam, because now there is a weird way where both our Gardevoir EXs can be knocked out. However, worst comes to worst, if we give up 4 prizes here, we probably Iono, hope to hit a counter catcher. Oh, Devo. Oh, totally did not play into Devo. Not gonna lie, I might be cooked, chat. Yeah, I definitely should have moved it off of. Yeah, because counter catcher Kieran was definitely a lot less likely than just getting devoed. Another thing I should have done is I probably should have put the energy here so I can attack with monkey and buy myself a turn if needed. Oh yeah, my opponent just jamming towered themselves. I just processed that. Yeah. Alrighty, so we got bailed out by opponent's misstep, which was pretty cool. We'll take it. We'll take it. But let's go. We start the stream off with a win. It wasn't beautiful. I definitely should have seen that Devo play coming. However, we made it out. We got it done when it mattered. So yeah, we're going 1-0 into our second game. And let me see. I don't know why my win-loss counter is not displaying. There we are. Alrighty. We are 1-0. Let's get it. Okay, give me just a moment. I'm just going to grab my notepad just because I haven't been playing too much of this list. So I would like to clean up the gameplay a little bit more and do a little bit better at prize checking. So while we're setting up, I'm just going to run and grab my life pad. Actually, we keep the stream view up. I'll just run and grab it real quick. Alrighty, we got the handy dandy life pad, and this will allow us to play just a little bit better. Cause yeah, that Devo play definitely would have caught me out of left field. Okay, we're playing against Regidrago. This is kind of an interesting matchup. Typically, how I've been seeing it is if they could Kyurem you early enough, it's pretty much tough. But if you could get past the early game, I felt Gardy feels favored. So yeah, how does everybody feel at home about this matchup? I've heard a lot of mixed feelings. Some people have said Drago feels good. Some people say they'd rather be on the Gardy side. What does everybody think at home? Ooh, a Thornton. That's a fun one. Is my opponent... Okay, I was going to say, is my opponent going to grab the Drago or risk it? Grab something like a Squawkabilly. I do like the Drago a little bit better. And against Gardy, I don't enjoy playing down the Squawkabilly. Just because it's very susceptible to good ol' Screamtail. You probably want Mimikyu a little more. Alright, so let's... I just wanted to try and slow my opponent down. But I guess not being able to hit me is just as good. TM Evo. We're going to put Heavy Ball in the prizes. And Rod. Alrighty, so we have all 6 of our prizes. Pretty awesome thing that Sui and Heavy Ball allows us to do. I was thinking about being troll and like getting down the clef key, but we should definitely protect our Ralts line. However, maybe I should have to try and slow my opponent down considering how bad my hand is, but I still think that this is the correct play. Oh, yeah, I was asking how everybody felt the matchup went, if you've played both sides of it, which side of the matchup you'd rather be on. I've heard mixed feelings about it, so wanted to pick some people's brains at home, see which side of the matchup they'd rather be on and why. Soar, yeah. I agree with your point. That's what I was saying. The more the game goes on, typically, turn 3, 4, if you're not getting Kyurumed, you're in a pretty good spot. And then, yeah, Klefki is a little weird. You have to kind of have a good grasp and make a good read on like what you think's in your opponent's hand, what lines you think they're going to take. Because Klefki is like, you could shut them down for sure, shut off their whole draw ability to play the game, but at the same time, it shuts off your Manaphy. So, yeah, definitely an interesting interaction. I do think overall, when utilized correctly, of course, Klefki overall does help the Gardevoir side of the matchup. Of course, there are still ways, though, that Regidrago can deal with it, and then it allows him not to need Canceling Clone if you have a Manaphy down on the bench and a Klefki, so. Yeah. Familiar, you covered it really well. I kind of feel the same way. Longer the game goes on, I'd rather be on the Guardy side. Shorter the game is, Drago side. 100%. Wow, no energy switch. That's really unfortunate. I'm not sure if my opponent can attack. What's with my opponent's breaking against me on stream? This is first game my opponent bricked. Second game my opponent whiffs an energy switch. I'm also bricking pretty bad though. I was thinking about getting Monkey. Oh wait, maybe I clicked the wrong list. I don't think this one has zone, so after this game, I will, yeah, I'll switch it back because I checked my, yeah. I already have all my prizes. Yeah, I believe it's one card off. It's supposed to be zone. I don't believe I have. Oopsie. And yeah, but sorry, back to my thought. The reason I grabbed the 4th Ralts, where typically you want to grab something like Monkey, maybe your attacker, something along those lines, is because it's very unlikely my opponent's going to miss the knockout again. And I can assume with my opponent grabbing Prime Catcher, that I can expect to lose 2 Ralts. So for that reason, I wanted to get a 4th one down. Oh, okay, my opponent wants to, okay, yeah, I'm probably still losing 2 Ralts. And then they're just setting me up for a Dragapult play later. Oh, I see Canceling Glow get played. Is there a Kyurem? Is there a Kyurem about to get discarded? Oh, okay. My opponent's got it for sure, because they can just grab Ultra Ball Vessel. Oh, wait. Apex Drag. Yeah, they don't have Legacy Star. Not sure why they use Clone. Oh, they just wanted to knock out the Mimikyu. I'm sorry. They're saving the Prime Catcher. Sorry, I thought I'd assumed that my opponent wanted to take a... I guess that makes sense too, because it's really annoying to deal with. Okay. So we're going to bring up Halunsha, just because we are literally forced to try and buy us some time. Quite honestly, I think we just have to go into Flutter Main. Oh, Flutter's in the prizes. Ooh, do I just shut off Klefki and say you can't draw? No, because my opponent does have Prime Catcher in the active. So we know for a fact we want no smoke with that Klefki. Okay. So I think we just send up good old Monkey to go bye-bye. We have another Monkey in the deck if necessary. Yo, what's going on, Rachel? What's up? What's up? It's not looking too hot. We don't have any out to a Kirlia. This is like turn 3. I guess the bright side, we exhausted an E-Switch. I don't know how great that is, though. I think the only way I could win this game... Ooh. I can't even Evo. I guess I could Vessel Evo. I was going to say, because I think the only way that I could win this game... Or no, because if I Vessel, I can't counter catcher. Yeah. I think this is literally the only way I could win the game. I guess I could have Vesseled. No, but then... Like, we literally have to, like, try Mimikyu stalling? Because I'm trying to think. If I go down to one prize... I could Evo. You know what? Let's just Evo and hope they're stuck in the active. Yeah, because we kind of need a lot to come back. If this was a regional or an event such as Worlds, like, I definitely would have scooped it up by now. But let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can pull off the comeback. But in order for that to happen, I certainly need to strand my opponent a turn. Or actually, wait, they have Prime in hand. So yeah, I think I actually just lose. Yeah, this board isn't the best. 4 energy, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That retreats for 1. Ugh. Energy going back in the deck doesn't feel good. Wait a minute. We could strand that. Oh, that makes it harder to strand. It only gets worse. Nice. Jamming tower. How lovely. I'll pull up a picture of the list in a minute. I'll do it before I start this next game. Okay. Putting him in a position where you can... Okay. Makes sense. Ugh, this is unfortunate. I would have wanted to use Screamtail in a perfect world. Who do I feel comfortable swinging with then? I'd probably just go Monkey. Yeah, Turo does nothing because I can't Dragapult, so I just have to pretty much hope that this doesn't get knocked out. Yeah, so I don't have a way to win because my opponent could Dragapult anything. I was looking for something like a counter catcher. So GG's to my opponent. Well played, well played. Sorry I couldn't give you a little bit better of competition. But yeah, let's come up with the good old list. Where's the... Yeah, this does not have... Oh, it was just Turo for the neutralizing zone. Not sure how that got switched. I swore I'd fixed it before the stream. My apologies, everybody. So yeah, it's 1 Turo. Neutralization zone. All right, let's get it. Yeah, I saw that as well, where I could have Turo'd Manaphy, put it back down, swung with Big Guardy, but the problem is without Gust, my opponent could have cleaned up the Curlia that had 50 damage counters on it. So, although they couldn't knock out the active, they could have moved 6 damage counters, or even just 3, onto my Curlia and knocked me out. So that's why it didn't really matter. Like, once I missed the Gust, I always lose the game. Unless I had, like, Candy, where I could have evolved the one with 50 HP into the active, like into a Big Guardy. But yeah, as a Curlia, it's unfortunately just not enough HP. But yeah, good idea though. That makes a lot of sense. In most cases, it would have worked. I was just a little bit short on the combo, unfortunately. I needed a Gust to pretty much stay alive. Iron Thorns. Cool. Ooh. Okay. So we're definitely going to grab that, because we need it. The annoying part, though, is I don't think we can play it. Although we do have Klefki, too. Okay. Trying to think, with the Lost Cities, I really don't know if I feel comfortable playing an Artisan. However, with Lost Cities, I have Flutter. Because I have Flutter and Klefki, I think this is fine. And oh wait, and I have the neutralization zone. So yeah, I think I always play Artisan here. Be a little bit too passive with the resources, but it never hurts to manage your resources well. Okay, cool. We have a Psychic Energy, which is perfect, because obviously we prefer not to use a Dark. It would have still done the job, but obviously want to save that for our friend, Monkey Dory. So long, Mimikyu. Oh, this is interesting. I think what I should be doing is Vesseling Devo, because I think I need more energy. Yeah, let's do that. Vessel away the Devo. I'll have one to Refinement. I'll have one to retreat into if I want to send something up that I would prefer, because I would prefer Ralts to stay alive if they can. However, that's not the best option. We didn't want a balloon to go up and get knocked out. So for that reason, I kind of want, I don't love this, but I kind of do like having a second Curlia. Does it ever make sense? Or actually, you know what? I like the 10 damage on here, because now for next turn, if I can get Turo into a Flutter main or Klefki, retreat into it, Monkey Dory, Dark, I can knock him out. Which I actually had a lot of the pieces. I had the Monkey Dory, or I had an out to Monkey Dory, I had the Dark. I still have those. So, not too bad just yet. I kind of want to just get Monkey online, to be honest with you. It's kind of annoying because I don't want to refine away Ultra Ball, but I also don't think it ever makes sense to refine one of our outs. So by process of elimination, I have to get rid of Ultra, even though I could have like Ultra'd for Kirlia. But that's okay. Let's go with here. Ooh, we could go with a double monkey. Yeah, because we don't want to put down Flutter or Key. We don't want to put down basically any of our outs up until we're just about ready to use them. I think I want a Vessel. Do I want an Evo? No. Just Vessel away the Evo. We can get the Dark for next turn on our second monkey. And then, yeah, we could just thin the energy. I probably could have hold the Vessel as well. I probably should have, looking back, because my opponent does play a lot of Disruption. The reason I was looking to kind of thin my deck, my headspace, was to set something up and like thin and really maximize, because I really want to get this as a Kirlia next turn. But yeah, I probably should have just held the Vessel. Ooh, that's kind of annoying, 'cause my opponent's definitely getting rid of the Dark. Yep. That's alright. So here, our out is essentially to draw into 120. Yeah, we want to draw into a manual, or we need to draw into our one of Turo. I think for this reason we still hold the Flutter. We can attach here. Refine away the energy. We don't really care now that you can be knocked out by Big Guardy, so we should start moving it to the bench for that reason. And we will pass. Now next turn, if I miss the Turo, I will probably then play down Klefki or Fluttermane. That way I can just I can insta promote it and I won't have to draw into Turo. Yeah, no energy, sadly. Also, Iron Thorn shuts this down, so I have to get Fluttermane or Klefki into the active before I can do anything like that. But yeah, we have the energy we need now. 3. So, and then we have a free retreat here. 4. No! Hand was looking so good. Oh, my hand looks even better. All right. Well, shout out to my opponent for the goated judge. Awesome. All right. Into Flutter. We certainly want to monkey the damage before I Turo myself, because I really don't care if my Fluttermane has energy. I don't really see myself putting a charm on it or anything like that to beef it up. So this is more than okay. However, if this gets knocked out without a lost city in play, Okay, I was going to say I probably just rod that back in with the dark, but yeah, we'll take it. We'll take a GG's. I'm pretty sure my opponent knew that that was a pretty tough board state for them to come back from, because I would have also powered up my Gardevoir EX, essentially with no damage. I had enough energy to get at least 2 there, so yeah, pretty smart, logical concede from my opponent. So we go to 2-1. Let's keep the wins flowing. Let's keep it going. And like I said, we're trying to beat 8-3. That's the plan. So what's everybody's favorite deck in this format? With the new Shrouded Fable, of course. What are we thinking? Is everybody basic? We all like in Regidrago, or? Yeah, of course. I always like to kind of talk through what's going on in my brain, so in that way, you know, plays could kind of make sense, and if they don't, you can always ask and kind of compare them with what you were thinking, and then kind of figure out what would have made more sense there. I do like the Okie Dokie deck's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I like that Okie Dokie deck too. I like my opponent's Gengar sleeves. Those are pretty drippy. The opponent's got the drip today. Okay, we see a Duskull. My first instinct is Charizard. Probably secondly would be like Dragapult. And my third guess would be like a combination of both. Let's see though. Let's see what my opponent's playing. Yeah, Zard or Guardy, those are good ones as well. Makes sense. They're both incredibly strong. They got a little bit stronger with the format. Oh, we're playing Pidgeot Greninja. This is awesome. Greninja with Dusclops. That's smart. That makes sense. Let's see if it works. I'm curious. The idea is awesome. Double Dusclops. Okay, so that tells me I should be a little bit more passive with... Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's do our prize check. We have 5, 6. So we prize 2 Psychic. We have both our Dark, so we can check down Psychic. Now let's check our Pokemon. Double Monkey. Kirlia's gone. Prize the Kirlia. Looks like the Balloon is prized. Yeah. Balloon. Check the rest of our Arven. Boss, double counter catcher to do, vessel, neutralization zone. Okay. Fair amount of our prizes written down. We'll go into here and probably Devo, to be honest, just to hold for. No, we're probably gonna Kirlia some stuff away. So for that reason, yeah, we're probably gonna want some things that we could get rid of in our hand. Now, the reason I'm not getting Manaphy, for anybody wondering, is because I'm not able to Evo and get this Klefki out of the active. Otherwise, I would have 100% played down Artisan and grabbed Manaphy. I think I could grab the Monkey, though. Yeah, let's grab the Monkey, and then if my opponent takes a knockout, I could then follow up with Manaphy. So as long as my opponent doesn't have a crazy... Oh, wait, actually, I can't think of a way for my opponent to accelerate energy because my opponent missed the turn 1 energy. So actually, our bench is okay. So yeah, this is actually fine either way. Okay. Rare Candy, Pidgeot, Iono. Do it. Deserve to pop off for playing Greninja. Aw, I'm sorry about that. Alrighty. We're off to the races. I really don't want to, I really don't want to Iono, considering my opponent didn't do anything. So for that reason, I think we Vessel, we get our boy online. I don't really feel we need Scream Tail as much as anything else in the hand, because a one of Devo's nice to have, Evo's nice to have, which we're probably going to end up using this turn, because I don't really see anything else more justifiable. Yeah, this would have been cool if we didn't prize one of the Kirlias. That would have been pretty goated. Just to have 4 Kirlias from double Evoing. All good though, we can't really complain. My opponent hasn't even attached an energy, and we have triple refinement for next turn, so can't really complain too much. Backing away the stadium. Okay. Playing down the hand, I would assume. Try and see more off of Bib, because it looks like my opponent is not drawing the hottest. Oh, switch, and that's unfortunate. Switch just for an extra card. Dang, my opponent's not drawing hot at all. Okay, my opponent got an energy on board though, so we are threatened to get attacked the next turn. Honestly, at this point, I'm fine getting rid of Manaphy. Our board's pretty strong. How much energy do we have in discard? Can get rid of an Iono, just because we have plenty of them. I don't really want to get rid of another monkey. We get 2 more. Nice. All right, so we're gonna get rid of the energy threat. Makes the most sense. And then I'm gonna pressure my opponent to evolve their Pidgey, just because they're not drawing the most gloriously. Yeah, we're gonna take the knockout. Oh, one thing about Gardy is I forgot Gardy one-shots the ninja. So this matchup is probably atrocious for my opponent. Promotion of the Pidgey. Interesting. Okay, I was going to say, if you're promoting the Pidgey, you probably have a way to evolve it. So my opponent was probably sitting on Lumen, but didn't have the bench space. That makes sense. Yep. Oh, Did I not have Stone? I'm pretty sure I just saw them grab just Candy. Oh, Stone was in hand. Okay. Ah. So yeah, me taking the knockout just gave them just about anything they need. You're welcome, opponent. You're welcome. Like flip if tails, it does nothing. What does it do if it's the other one? Oh, 30 damage. We're chilling. We're big chilling. This is the one where it's paralyzed. Yep. I was thinking of the Frogadier. Okay. Okay, stamp. Does my opponent have the energy? Oh, no. Just leaving him to get knocked out. Gotcha, gotcha. We don't need you, my friend. We prized the balloon, so I guess we probably do need you. Not the balloon, the flutter. I must have either misspoke or just misseen. Yeah, the rest we saw. Okay. We really don't need flutter at this point in the game. We just kind of thin into some things we do need. Ooh, I do want to find a Turo eventually. Sure, we'll go 30 here to pressure them to evolve into that now. And then, yeah, we could just take a good old knockout. Okay, so we're at 4 prizes. Even if Greninja attacks us, we can one-shot it. So, yeah, in my head, I don't really see how we can lose this game unless there's something in my opponent's deck that can kind of catch me off guard. But I think it's pretty safe to say we're probably going to get to 3-1. So sweet. Sorry, my camera's a little off-centered. Let's recenter. Awesome. Let's go. Candy, Ninja, Snipe, Double Curlia. You love to see it. Honestly, you deserve it. You deserve it, opponent. You have not drawn well all game. You deserve that. And we're gonna see it. Let's go. I assume my opponent will search for a way to evolve this, just to not, like, give me a cheeky prize. I wonder why Energy Search over Vessel. Vessel kind of gives you more. Then also if you're, like, playing Bib, you may want to thin your hand down, discard some stuff. Interesting choice. Fun fact, I actually tried to play this deck to NAIC. It was not too hot. It was not too hot, to be real. I played a couple hundred games, a lot more than I probably should have. But, hey, I like Greninja. Greninja's pretty cool. I really wanted to play it. Okay, so Dusknoir, that's fine, because we are still expecting to knock this out. Had it not been evolved, it's just unfortunate that we lose Monkey. But our prize mapping is kind of the exact, or not kind of, it is the exact same, so that's totally fine. Just totally fine. Even my opponent going to 3 here, I'm going to go to 1 prize after knocking this out, and I can set something else up. What I probably do is I probably Monkey here. And then I set up Balloon, and I set up Manaphy. Yeah, it's probably the play. Okay, so we're going to go down to 1 prize here. So we're looking pretty darn good. We will go Monkey here. We could go here. We can Arven for Rod to put Manaphy back in the deck. And then we could just grab more Curlia Ensemble. Honestly, I kind of like double Curlia. Just to have higher odds of hitting it. No, my opponent doesn't really play away to one-shot too many things. It's probably a little bit safer. The game, in theory, could go the distance. So we'll do that. And we didn't really want a monkey because, of course, we want the damage counters on to make Drifloon's attack a little bit stronger. Okay, we finally got that Curly off the prizes, so that's good. We're also a Devo away from winning this game. So we have a lot of ways to win. I don't think my opponent has a way to knock these two out. They could knock out the monkey, I guess, to guarantee that they don't win this turn, but it would have to be with something that can't be knocked out by this. And Ninja could be knocked out by this. So they would need like a backup water attacker and like a gust. But from the looks of what the contents of their deck, I don't think my opponent has any way to win, to be honest. Probably just prolong the game. My favorite, Guardy's up there. I'm probably between the big three of Guardy, Charizard, and Regidrago. The reason is I've played Guardy and Zard all season, so I just have a lot of reps with them. I understand the strengths. The additions are pretty much just the new components of the deck that I would need to practice a little bit more, so it's definitely a safe play for Worlds for me, on top of how strong the deck is. And then Regidrago, just because with the Kyurem, with how fast it is, it's really fun. And then of course with the structure of Worlds, it's you kind of don't really want to tie, so Regidrago can be strong in that aspect also. I'm curious how my opponent responds without giving me something that can be knocked out, because Gardevoir is able to hit it for weakness. See, I'm not really sure how my opponent puts me in a board state where I don't win next turn, let alone like give themselves some kind of route to winning with their prize mapping. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. How does Guardy beat Draggy? Are you referring to Dragapult Lucid or Regidrago? Yeah, Dre, my opponent's playing Greninja. Greninja's the GOAT. I almost played this deck to NAIC. Honestly, I probably should have. It would have been pretty funny. And I didn't cash any prizes outside of some championship points anyways, so I feel like it would have been pretty funny. Also, I feel like winning with Devo would be a little bit funnier. So I'm going to promote Klefki and act like I don't realize I have game on board. I apologize in advance to my opponent for the slight emoting. I just feel like it would be a little bit cooler to Devo you for game. Let's go. And we bring home that TSS win with a devolution play. Oh my god, I forgot to monkey. Oh my god. No, I got too excited. I didn't want to like hold up the timer because I always feel so bad when like you have the game clearly on board and then you just don't do it. Oh gosh, I think my opponent just needs a candy. That's hilarious. Now my opponent just needs to candy Ninja me, and they have the win because I even promoted Klefki. Oh, they're out of candy. Okay, so I should be I'm so sorry, everybody. I was trying to win with the Devo. I got so excited and just clicked it right away. It was just so exhilarating. I've never won a game with Devo. I guess now I still haven't, so I'm gonna have to wait for that day to come. Yeah, sorry, that was a little underwhelming that I didn't get to actually do it. As I said, I just felt so bad, like prolonging games. I usually just like winning when I have the win, but I thought that'd be really cool to do a Devo play, and I got a little bit excited. How does Guardy beat Drago? Pretty much if you survive early enough. You're playing it like you are against any two-prize deck where you can knock them out, and then they can only take one prize type of beat. So pretty much if you don't get cloned, there's a lot of things you can do, like you can counter catch or something in the active, stamp, Screamtail. So like there's a lot of different routes that you can take to pretty much make it really hard for Regidrago. Also, yeah, it was just for the content. I appreciate the crowd forgiveness. I'm so upset that I didn't do it right. I apologize for that. I got so excited. I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I have the play. So this is exactly why before I attack, I always will encourage my students to like scan the board and ensure that what they're doing makes sense and there's not something that they have to do before in terms of actions. This is exactly why. So see, I got to take my own coaching too every once in a while. At least we still got there though. That would have been so bad if my opponent had the candy and just went knockout, you lose. That would have been so salty. Okay, looks. I guess we're playing Regidrago. Ooh, I like the bling on my opponent's deck. I'm a little sad they don't have this as the alt. Maybe they just like this one better, or it's what they have. But yeah, I'm liking the bling. Those Ultra Balls are fire. I have one of these IRL. I only have one though. I don't have the full set. One day. I do like how the bigger gold Ultra Balls look just a little bit better, but those are still really clean. Oh, and also, Lucid, you wanted to see how to beat Drago, so hopefully I get the chance to show you. Oh, also I have the neutralization zone, so that should make my life a little bit easier. Also, I swear, I still haven't drawn it the last couple games. Did I not click save on my deck change when I added neutralization zone to the list? I swear, I don't see it. If I know I'm playing Regidrago Lucid, I probably want to go first just so I have an extra turn to evolve, set up, do all of that stuff. But going second's fine. The only problem is with going second, you typically want to try and get an Evo off, and as you can see, my hand doesn't present me a way to get an Evo off currently, so that's like only thing scary about my hand right now. Okay, so I don't feel comfortable putting Klefki in the active. However, I think this is gonna be a Mimikyu route where I just burst into it if I miss the Evo. So what I'll probably do is I'm probably gonna Vessel some energies, thin it, Buddy Puffin. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we actually want to grab 2, and the reason for it, we want to give ourselves higher odds of drawing into the Evo. We prize the Ralts. Okay, we do have the neutralization zone. I'm not crazy. Looks like we prize the balloon. Okay, we're just gonna grab all our alts because Artisan can always get us Manaphy, worst comes to worse. I hate letting my opponent see an extra 2 cards, but I think it makes more sense with giving us more outs to setting up, and that's exactly what we did, so awesome. We'll go Manaphy. We will go Mimikyu, try and stall us and buy us some time, and then playing Double Monkey, we have the luxury of benching this one. Alrighty, let's see what's in my opponent's discard. Okay, they don't have Boss or like Clone, Prime Catcher, or Kyurem, so they're missing a lot of pieces, which is good for us because getting Kyurem here would essentially lose us the game. Whereas if we could survive here, maybe get another Curlia or 2 in play, we're probably okay. It depends, Lucid, on kind of how the board's developing. But many times, a couple safe things to attack with is like if they play Squawk to Screamtail it. You can always swing with the big Guardy if you can manually attach, and then Monkey Dory, so in that way it doesn't get knocked out to Giratina V-Star, and you could like counter catcher up a Pheasantipity, or you counter catcher up their Ogrepon Mask, clean it up with Monkey Dory later. or on the same turn. So there's a wide variety of different lines you can take. I think it just kind of depends on what your opponent gives you and then kind of how the board develops. Also, what did my opponent Ultra Ball for? I'm so confused. Played Ultra Ball. Oh, did my opponent fail Ultra? They had to have prized Kyurem, because that wouldn't make sense why they wouldn't Kyurem and then Vessel it away. Because they immediately played Vessel after. Unless they misclicked, that's also a possibility. But I would guess by how the board looks that my opponent had prized Kyurem. That's like my first initial thought. Yeah, but if my opponent, so my opponent's more than likely taking a knockout Lucid, and if my opponent doesn't take a knockout by the time I'm guarding, I'm going to be so ahead that I'm going to win the game anyways. And probably, like I said, it's still safe to swing with Big Guardy, manually attach a Psychic, leave myself, and then Monkey Dory, and then that would leave me with 300 HP left, so I'm not susceptible to Lost Impact. And I just did a 190 to a V. So yeah, it's probably fine. I also play Turo, but yeah, I'm probably not going to Turo just to pivot into a better attacker. If Regidrago isn't taking the first prize, like there's no way they're winning the game unless you're... I don't even know what can go wrong with Gardevoir attacking first, taking the first prize, and still losing. I honestly don't know. Ooh, this is a really good follow-up by my opponent. They're going to probably take a double knockout. Which is okay with us. What I'll probably do is, yeah, I have to kind of pray they don't have another Gust. And Mimikyu's probably going to have to buy me a turn to be real. Alright, Mimikyu. You're gonna have to carry us home, buddy, old pal. A Dark Energy would be pretty good, too. Ooh, okay. I can go... Oh no, did I prize double Evo? That's really unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. For that reason, we probably just grab Devo because it's something that we can dispose of. And then we probably just get another Ralts down. I don't even want to waste my opponent's time by making them Devo. I feel like that's just annoying at that point. Yeah, I guess I hope you can't knock out my two Ralts with like Kyurem, Clone, hopefully. But yeah, I still feel pretty good about this game, to be honest, especially if my opponent whiffs a Gust here. Taking the first two prizes isn't a big deal for us, but if they get a little bit more ahead, obviously that becomes problematic. So yeah, the way this board looks, as long as we could find the EX next turn, we're probably not in the worst shape. A Dark Energy would kind of be pretty good too. Yeah, Counter Catcher, Dark Energy, Guardy, EX. That's like our wish list. If we find all three of those, like, I feel pretty good. I honestly feel like we even win the game. Or like we're on a real good route to winning it. Okay, so my opponent, unfortunately, did not with the Gust. So yeah, my Curlia is going down. So this is pretty bad. Now I think I actually could lose this game. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of in a losing position because I would assume that my opponent's going to take a knockout here, go to 3, take another knockout, and go to 2 before I even get to evolve into an EX. Ooh, yeah, this is rough. This is rough. We might be cooked, chat. prizing the double Evo is like really bad. I guess I can tail. No, I don't even want a thin tail. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Gardevoir EX, where are you? Where are you, my friend? Okay, so I assume my opponent's just retreating into Drago. Oh, they're okay. Okay, I kind of need a lot. Oh no, what I come back to? Yeah, my opponent popped off, not gonna lie. I mean, that's what Regidrago does though, so it's not like that big of a surprise. It's kind of a deck that pops off, so yeah, it's not looking too pretty. Although if I can survive and my opponent is just stuck with this, I'm like not in the worst position. This deck is my opponent gonna attack me with Pheasantipity? That'd be kind of lit. Although, doesn't Manaphy protect it? There's the wording of it. It's not damage counters. So if my opponent's trying to hit my Curlia, doesn't it protect my bench? Yeah. Okay. So my opponent made a slight misstep, which is very, very helpful for us. We're gonna go Flutter here. We're gonna get the big old Guardy and start playing the game. We're gonna start gaming, everybody. That's the plan. We're gonna game. Oh yeah. All right, so we got the Curlia, which is absolutely massive. Okay, so now we have to ask ourselves how we want to take these prizes. My initial thought tells me to knock this out, because that's the only way to take a multi-prize turn if they have like Gust. Do I have the energy to? I do, so I'm probably just grabbing Drifbloom, retreating. Oh, did I prize the balloon and not realize? This is still fine. Yeah, I would have just heavied for it. I did have heavy. This is still fine, I suppose. We can do... Now we're kind of hoping my opponent doesn't have boss. Because they have, yeah, they have a... I wonder what Tina V... Oh, for Shred. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Isn't that, like, annoying, though, if you start it? I wonder if it's annoying enough because you could start it. I could hit for 240. Is it ever worth hitting 240? Not yet. I think next turn though, if I could find a dark energy, hitting 240 would be pretty saucy. Okay, there's that Ralt we prized. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my opponent should only have 2 energy left. Pheasantipity is a little bit annoying though. I wanted to take it out. Maybe I should have just put Charm. I don't know if that ever makes it worth it because I don't know. Maybe. I also don't know if my opponent plays Vacuum or not though. I guess you could assume there's not a Vacuum in Regidrago until you actually see one. So, yeah, maybe I should have just held it. Alrighty, so yeah, Lucid, to kind of answer your question, this is kind of what it looks like. If you survive the early game, they don't deplete your board. The matchup does become pretty winnable because you'll get in some really, really awkward scenarios, kind of like this. However, I will be getting attacked this turn, so I'm not completely winning this game just yet. There's still a couple more steps, a couple more obstacles I gotta climb. I wonder where my opponent is planning to put this damage on the bench, because I would assume they're going to attack with Dragapult. Is there another attacker maybe I'm not seeing? Maybe Gudra? Maybe they'll Gudra me. Also, that Pheasantipity with Fire, Grass just tells me my opponent plays Thornton. Oh, a double prize knockout. Dang, that's really good for my opponent and very unfortunate for me. It should just be Curly, I'd assume. I wish I found that stadium. That would have been pretty cool to use. Let's see. It's my opponent's second boss, so they may have like one more 2 to 3 boss kind of standard in Drago. Manaphy, I assume my opponent has to win then. Do they just have Clone Kirim? Oh, maybe they just want to get rid of it for next turn. Okay, I don't hate that. I really should Iono my opponent here. I was thinking about throwing this charm for this exact reason. This is fine. We could just evolve up and we're okay. So, Iono's a pretty good card for us. Let's put something we don't want. And then I could always Artisan for the monkey, because we want to try and hit this Dark Energy. And then we do want to evolve this. Alright, opponent. It'd be nice if I could get Counter Catcher Dark. Okay. That didn't happen, but we can still do this. Could do this. Could do that. Okay, and then I have to move 30 off. Oh, wait, this is annoying. I needed to... Wait, what? Did the game just glitch on me? Oh, yeah, because they can just copy Tina. 30... Yeah, I misdid the math. I don't know why I thought... But then they have Shred. They can hit through anything. So, yeah, my opponent should have it. Let's just see... if my opponent does a good old throw. I'm not sure why that glitched, though, with that extra energy. But yeah, my opponent should have the win. They've been playing pretty well all game, so I would assume they see it. But yeah, I think my next plan of action was to, if I had the counter catcher, I would have brought this up, hit it for 190, and then put 30 on the bench here. Huh. Why is my... Oh! Yeah, I didn't get Manaphy back. Yeah. I missed the good old rod. GG's. Yeah, I saw that glitch come up a couple times while I was playing with it on the ladder. But yeah, my opponent had game in a lot of ways. They also could have just T-Nut me. I'm not sure if they had missed that, what the case may be. I'm not too sure exactly, but we dropped the 3 and 2. That's all good. We're basically on the chopping block to to miss day 2 if this was a North American regional. And most regionals, honestly, typically pass the X2-1 mark. You can't make day 2 if there is one. Someone accidentally knocked themselves out. Oh, I didn't know you could knock yourself out with that glitch, but that sounds even worse. That sounds even worse than just getting 20 extra damage. Giving up a prize on a glitch, that seems tough. Oh my gosh, no way. We play one. The first time it appeared on stream in 2 hours almost. Please, let's use this so I can just display how good it is. Because honestly, this card's broken. For those of you that don't know, I'll read again. Prevent all damage done to Pokemon that don't have a rule box Pokemon. Both yours and your opponents. By attacks with your opponent's EX and Vs. And then obviously you can't recycle it. So yeah, pretty much just farms Regidrago if they don't play Stadium. We did unfortunately prize Manaphy. We also prized the Aralts. So for that reason, we're definitely... Oh, we didn't prize Aralts. Sorry, we started Aralts. We did prize a Manaphy, though. So we're going to grab Heavy Ball TM. Then we'll see the rest of our prizes. We know Manaphy's gone because we went to Puffin. It wasn't there. So we got Manaphy, Key... What else is missing? Kirlia, Turo, Vessel, Energy. Kirlia, Turo, Vessel, Energy. Alright. And Psychic Energy, to be more specific. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a pretty good turn 1. 4 Ralts, double Kirlia, we got the Evo. We don't have a supporter for next turn, but we may not have to with kind of the pace our opponent is playing at. I was gonna say, but I assume they have a draw supporter. Ooh, losing Prime though isn't fun. I wonder if my opponent might have wanted to Prime up my Manaphy. Although I guess it would make sense also protecting a Regidrago V. I want to know if my opponent plays a Stadium also. I don't know if I should just like throw it down right away and be like, oh, do you lose? Or like, I don't know. Yeah, Japan Regional best of 1. Yeah, I wonder. I really feel bad just slamming it down, and because I kind of want to see the game progress, because the last game was kind of tough. Oh, okay, so they do play Jamming Tower. Now playing it before knowing my ace spec tells me they either are not too experienced with Gardevoir or that they play another Stadium. My first assumption would be another Stadium, so for that reason I'm going to try and bump this with Artisan first before I throw out my neutralization zone. There's nothing really I want to get rid of. I guess Charm is the next best thing to get rid of. Yeah, we can get away without Charm. It doesn't feel amazing, but we can do it. Ooh. Okay, so if my opponent didn't play Clone, because Clone is such a liability, I would have retreated, sacrificed the Dark, and then Evo TM'd. Oh, Jamming Tower. Okay, so I actually do want to use this to get a third Kirlia on. Does it make sense? Yeah. And we're actually going to evolve this in case I get Iono'd or something. And then that way, so they can't Gust me up and cure them. and knock out all 3 of my Kirlias. So I didn't want to leave myself to that susceptibility. And then the reason it's made a little more sense to pull out a deck is because there's something I don't want to draw into, and then holding this in my hand rather than just manually evolving and only evolving 1. Yeah, I think my opponent definitely should have waited. Unless they have like a concrete plan to just go ahead and draw. However, I think also my opponent needed to draw off Mew last turn. Let's check. Jamming Tower, Muse, restart. Okay, so they played Jamming Tower to draw 1 card. Maybe their hand could have been that bad, I guess. But yeah, I don't really know if there's ever a situation where your hand could be that bad where I would just like use it. Oh, Legacy Star. Okay, so yeah, that's why I didn't want to use Neutralization Zone right away. But the way our board looks, we should be able to win without the stadium. We should still be okay. There's 2 mana fee. I don't know. I don't think 2 is that necessary. If you were like losing terribly to Regidrago, I would say so, but it's not that bad where you're like, you know, you need it. Legacy Star is a pretty solid response for my opponent. I'm curious. What? I do have the follow-up knockout, though, for sure. Yeah, because 2 energy is going to go in discard. What else did my opponent grab? Oh, they just grabbed Research, I would assume, off of the Legacy Star. I know they grabbed... Or Vessel for the energy they needed, I think. I love those gold vessels. Those are fire. I need them in real life. Ooh, the Haxorus. I like that little Lugia tech. For those of you that don't know, it's a tech for Lugia. With Bring Down Axe, if your opponent's active Pokemon is special energy, it's knocked out. That one-shots anything that Lugia's playing. And then, of course, Dragon Pulse kind of synergizes with wanting to discard your cards. And then also 230. Pretty sweet number. Knocks out a lot of V's and EX's. Although, what attack would my opponent be using here? Noivern. Yeah, what attack? Ah, can't play a stadium next turn. Gotcha. That's the route they're taking. Makes sense. Alrighty, we're gonna go Dark, Psychic, let's just see if my opponent will throw and damage the Driftbloom. Take power it up. But yeah, I got rid of Charm, so I'm probably not one-shotting nothing anytime soon, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's all right. So I don't want to take a prize just yet, and the reason for it is because I want to keep Counter Catcher live. However, how many energy switches have they played? Because they've only played a couple. This can attack rather easily. So I think it makes the most sense just to knock out the Mew. I'm thinking if I ever want to... Yeah, I'm going to say, I think we knock out the Mew and then we just get ahead with putting some damage onto this guy. And then I have 280 left. How many Ionos have they played? They've played 2, standards 2 to 3 in Regidrago. So I'm just going to hope that they don't play Iono and have access to it and choose to play it. So for that reason, I'm not going to evolve the Guardy. I'll just take the chance they can. What was your question? I don't know if it's necessarily better because Hacks is pretty much only used for like Lugia. I mean, the 230 versus like making your opponent need a gust in order to knock you out is incredibly strong. So I'd have to test with Haxorus a little bit more, but if I had to choose currently, I would prefer Goodra. Not to say that it's not good, but that would just be my preference at this moment in time. All right, so we need to find Counter Catcher. We need to find it soon. It's probably just 1, 2, 3 for the line that we're gonna bring back. Yeah, I think we try and snipe our friend here. Or I guess I could also just knock out, take a knockout, or try to strand you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have plenty of energy. So for that reason, I think we just want to take a knockout here. Is do we even have to take a knockout now? Honestly, I think we could be more annoying. Poke you for 180, put 30 back here, Iono, just force them to allocate more resources, and then I could always clean it up next turn. And if they punish us, yeah, let's do that. Although I kind of, yeah, probably should have benched the Ralts though. I kind of got fixated on the Screamtail play. Trying to play a little bit quicker, but yeah, I definitely should have just like held this. So yeah, don't try that at home. But yeah, I like the idea of the Iono. They've already used their V-Star. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they just raw have the switch. My opponent is nice like that. I wonder what attack my opponent's gonna use. Boss. What does my opponent want a boss? Do they have the boss clone? Switch boss clone would be nuts. And a way to discard Kirim. That would be crazy. I'm curious what they choose to boss though. Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory would make the most sense to boss sorters. Okay. Yeah, I definitely like the Monkey Dory boss play. Oh, my opponent can 70. Why are they doing 7? What does this do again? They copied Noivern's from basics. Yeah, but then can't I just swing with the big Gardevoir? Okay. Oh, okay. I see what my opponent's trying to do. Because if I swing with the big Gardevoir, they can whatchamacallit, they can Tina me. But do I care about Tina if I just evolve? Honestly, I don't even care about Jamming Tower at this point. Yeah, do I ever care about Tina at this point, though? Oh, I don't know why I thought I prized my other charm. Yeah, I definitely should have kept Artisan, because then I just win the game here. Oopsie poopsies. Nobody saw that. I don't know why I thought I prized. I am so sorry, everybody. Oh my lord. I am such a bot. I'm making a handful of oopsie poopsies. I did not even realize I was an energy short. I don't know why I thought I... Oh, I never discarded the energy. Okay, that would make sense. Devo will just get 2 prizes. Yeah. Okay, so because we made an oopsie poopsie, we're gonna try and make up for the oopsie by counter pitching and stalling. Let's see if this works. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know why I thought I had an extra energy and discard to hit for 190, and then I could checkmate the monkey. And then I also don't know why I thought I prized this charm, because I would have just charm, retreated, blew this guy up. Yeah, blew up the active. Yeah. Although also I don't know why my opponent hit me for 70. So I guess we're all making our fair shares of oopsies. Get them out now before Worlds. That's the that's the motto. Should have held counter though. I probably should have just let my opponent swing. Or as long as they can't set this up, I'm still okay. They have one more E-switch, so they technically can. But they'd have to switch off the damaged one. I wonder if they ever used their last E-switch to E-switch from Drago to Drago. I mean, it would make sense this late in the game. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, if I draw the Devo, I can do that as well. Well, I would have had to swing at it. It's okay though. I think we're gonna be a-okay depending on what attack my opponent uses. I feel like they should pull, but I'm not sure. This game's so interesting. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I guess I could just, yeah, I can retreat. All right, no more throwing. We got this. We're going to monkey onto the Ogre Pawn with 180. We're going to blow up the active with Drift Bloom. And we're going to call it a day. All right? I promise I'm not going to throw this. All I have to do is attach here. Or I guess I needed Artisan, but I top decked it. I already knew I was going to top deck it. It was all part of the plot. So, we're going to go here. Although I did have pretty good odds of Iono to 4 and Refinement. Okay, we're going to take a knockout here. Step 1. Awesome. Step 2. Okay, our opponent conceded. They saw the writing on the wall. Awesome. Alrighty. So, we go to 4-2 today, and I believe I have time for one more before the stream ends. So, let's try to actually not play that sloppy on the last game. My gosh, I apologize to everybody ahead of time. But yeah, let's bring that TSS win home. Let's bring it in a little bit more efficiently. I definitely could be playing much better. I apologize. I don't know why. I just spaced out so hard on like the energy thing. Thinking like my charm's prized. Long day. But yeah, we'll clean up this game. We'll be super try hard. Let's get it. So now if I mess up this game really badly, like I did last game, everyone can flame me in the comments because I'm putting my try hard pants on. So if I still mess up, that's on me. I swear, I've started Mimikyu like a million times today. Mimikyu's my goat. Ooh, Gardevoir probably with the Iono sleeves and the Monkey Dory, unless they're playing like a just all dark deck, which I would doubt. Okay. Alrighty. We may have time for one more if my opponent doesn't have the most amazing start. Okay, so we prize an Evo TM. We prize the Ralts. Prize the Vessel. Okay, so Evo, Ralts, Vessel. Let's see what else is here. Scream. Okay, we have Screamtail there. Arven. Looks like Boss. Oh wait, we have Arven and Boss in hand. Oopsies. Honestly, I hope they do that. That would be hilarious. That would be so funny if they just devote me back, like you're saying. Just up. Nope, back to you, buddy. That would be pretty awesome. I would love that. I hope my opponent does, honestly. Honestly, they can. They could Poth and Devo me. Oh my gosh! Wait, familiar, did you just read the future? No way. But that wouldn't make sense. Why wouldn't they just want to Evo? Unless they like have raw Kirlias in hand and want to slow me down. Oh, okay. They just grabbed it. Oh, that would have been the most goated prediction. That would have been the most goated prediction. We were close. It's all right. You get the credit for it. You were close enough, familiar. Okay, so here I probably just want a Screamtail. I definitely want to find some energies. So the reason, yeah, because I would like to find energies first, I probably want to just grab Vessel before I refine. Honestly, I don't, because we're feeling pretty ahead in the matchup, I don't think we're going to need Devo as much as we're going to want the other aspects of our hand. So for that reason, I could just feel comfortable enough vesseling it away. And we're probably going to Screamtail here, to be completely honest. This is where you Devo him. Yeah, honestly, Devo probably could have been pretty gas there. It would have been pretty funny to troll, but I think because I promised to put my try-hard pants on, I have to Screamtail this Kirlia. I know. Ruined the fun, but like I said, I had to I had to play a little bit sweaty after the mishaps of last game, so gotta redeem myself. Although I got really lucky to get there, to be honest. I had no business winning last game. I was like, all right. Okay, we got our other Vessel. That's really good. Because now we have more outlets to discarding our energy. Although depending on how this turn goes, I might even grab a Dark Energy, to be honest. Although it might just be double Psychic, Artisan Ralts, after some refinements. I want to get Monkey online though. Monkey's such a lit attacker. So what would I do? But if I go Monkey Flutter, only 2 Ralts lines? Yeah. So typically in the mirror, you want to have as many Ralts lines as possible. Of course, the board doesn't always call for that, allocate for that, but that's just like Guardy 101. Protect your lines while getting rid of theirs. So that said, I'm probably going to try and get another Ralt in play, just because typically that's how you'll get down that slippery slope when they start taking out your Guardy lines and then you're not protecting yours or maintaining or continuing to play. So that, for that reason, I think Monkey may have to wait. True. Winning is fun. Although I'm not sure why my opponent didn't use Artisan. Did they? Maybe I just didn't notice. Oh, they played Artisan and shuffled their deck. Wow, do they really not have any more basics? That would be really sad. Maybe they don't have any more basics. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so hear me out. I actually will go here. Now, if my opponent has no more basics, I'm probably fine putting down Artisan again, right? Okay, so we're gonna protect ourselves from Screamtail. Gonna go give it a little fail a ruse. I not have did I really prize double Monkey? That's a little sad. What did Monkey ever do wrong? Okay. So as long as I get the EX, I'm still okay. I don't love the snow because I could just get like Driftbloom countered pretty badly. But with no draw, what would they need? They would kind of need a lot. They would need to like discard. How much health do I have left? I have 250. So yeah, they would need to discard 3 more Psychics. Driftbloom, they already have the Altoothed Artisan. Charm. It seems unlikely. They'd have to like Ultra Ball, double Psychic, and then... Yeah, wait, why did they fail Artisan last time? If they have a Ralts there. They probably had to have like glitched or something. Maybe it wasn't letting them grab anything. That's like the only thing I could think of. Because why would... Yeah, that wouldn't really make too much sense. Yeah, they failed Heavy Ball, so they didn't prize any basics. Yeah, I'm not too sure as to why my opponent had failed Artisan. Probably just some PTCG Live glitch. Only thing your boy could really think of. Okay, so next turn, I'm probably looking for my Heavy Ball. And I want to get my Monkey online. Probably... Sounds like a good plan. Is my opponent gonna split me for 190? If you lose, you gotta eat at Arby's. All right, bet. I got you. You know what? I'll call. Yeah, I'll hold myself to it. I'll post a picture of me eating at an Arby's if I lose this game, and I'll order. You could pick what I order, Familiar. If I lose this game, I have to go to Arby's and eat whatever you tell me to order. Although I'm about to knock out the only Guardy EX of theirs, probably. I have like pretty good odds of doing that. So I don't think I'm gonna be eating at Arby's today. I just pretty much need to find like Heavy Ball. Or like discard another Psychic. Let's see. Flutter's really good. But I think with the way this board... I could get rid of a Dark, actually, before Flutter. Now, do I... I could go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I probably want a Scream Tail here. And as I mentioned before, you usually want at least like 3 of your Guardy lines in the game. So this doesn't really hurt like my board balance too much. I was an energy short from being able to Drift Bloom them. Yeah, because I would have only been able to hit, or I was 2 energy short. But I was an energy and a monkey short. I could boss up Ninja to be a little bit more annoying, but I think we could save it. And the reason for it is because we're a prize ahead, so we're probably just going to keep trying to trade evenly. And then I always have the boss once I get to 2 prizes to bring something up. That's kind of my way of closing the game. So for that reason, I think it's better to hold on to our 1-of boss, even though like that can really annoy them by strand. Because for instance, if they only had 1 energy in their hand there, they wouldn't have been able to conceal cards and see 2 more because they would have been forced to like attach and retreat. Indicate what they have. I'll look something up, but it looks like you won't. Yeah. I'm probably feeling pretty good about this game, to be completely transparent. Yeah, I'm not worried, to be honest with you. So, because we probably knock this out, we could probably spend another turn taking 1 more 1-prizer. Although I will need Turo now, because I'll need Monkey and I'll need Drift Bloom next turn. Because I unfortunately started this and then I played this to protect, which kind of made sense earlier in the game. This has 60 damage, okay. EX is interesting. Now, if my opponent plays down Mew, is there ever a world where I boss? No, I don't think I should be bossing until it's for game, because they could still punish me by, if I go down to 1 prize, swinging with this, and then putting down Manaphy or something, not leaving me with a way to gust it. So for that reason, I do not want to do that. Let's get rid of Poffin. I think we want to just get rid of Flutter at this point. 3 energy. Ooh. Yeah, I still don't have a way to knock him out. This would be kind of funny. I'm just gonna hit him for 70, see if they can't hit through me. I'm probably gonna do this to make myself not monkey doryable. And then I kind of want to hold my hand, so for that reason, I'm just gonna probably grab Counter Catcher, because I'm not gonna be taking a knockout this turn. Thinking about bossing, but the problem is if I boss and they don't attack with a 2-prizer and then they counter catcher. Honestly, counter catcher being off, this is like kind of a fine spot. I obviously would have liked to get this other energy in the discard by now, but yeah, unfortunately we're not able to do all that. My opponent needs 5 energy to knock me out with Drift Bloom and Charm. They have 1, 2, 3. They already have the charms. So they need to discard 2 more water or 2 more psychic. Okay, that's a dark. So it's actually really good for us. We're more than likely not going to be knocked out. And my opponent had already played boss. So So yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty A-okay. Okay, my opponent's gonna Pal Pad Boss. I guess they could Curlia into it, technically. Like Ultra Ball Curlia, or like just play down Curlia, draw into it. Oh! Or they can do good old Mew EX. That'd be pretty spicy. Copying Mew's interesting though, because so here I think my best plan of action would be to gust this up and knock it out, because it's the only threat on the board that can knock out my EX. Oh, they played double boss. Interesting. Wait, but my opponent already retreated. Are they going to Turo also? But then if they Turo, they can only hit me for like 240? I'm kind of confused what line my opponent's taking, to be completely transparent. Putting a dark energy back. Yeah, I'm not really sure at all. Yeah, my opponent discarded. Wait, he's playing Prime? Yeah, he bossed. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Moshe, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what he would be, or what my opponent would be looking to do. I'm just trying to think of like every possibility. Because not taking a 2-prizer makes it really difficult. Yeah, my opponent also, you're right. My opponent did boss me up initially. This is confusing. I don't know what my opponent exactly is planning to do with this turn. It would make the most sense for them to just knock out a Curlia. They're gonna Lunar Blast, but okay. It's interesting. Interesting. Okay. So I ideally would like to Turo if I can. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can. Yeah, I guess I can Turo. I can knock out the active with Mimikyu. I can put down another Ralts to have more outs to draw. Although, do I need a 4th Ralts is the question. I mean, it never hurts. We still have boss in hand. We have a handful of things in hand. I probably should have burned this, though. I probably should have failed it, then did that. But yeah, we can go Counter Catcher. Also lock the energy on your Cresselia. We can go Turo. And then next turn, I just need boss. I probably even want to play this too, to be honest, and just thin it. The offset chance it on my own node. Wait, actually, I don't. And the reason for it is because this is a guaranteed reshuffle. And I already have boss and EX in my hand, which are both things in which I need to win the game. So for that reason, I'm going to hold the neutralization zone. But yeah, this is basically playing like as safe as possible. It would take a lot for my opponent to be able to win this game. They would have to clear a lot of energy up. Find a way. They would need to like Monkey Dory, vacuum this, and then knock out a 1-prizer. Or they would set. Ideally, their most logical line would be like Iono, hope I miss, and then just swing with Cresselia. Okay, that was a really good Iono, considering knowing that was in the discard. Okay, so we want to promote, obviously, Ralts. Mostly any psychic Pokemon kind of does the same trick for us. We don't even want to. I don't think we can Ultra Ball because then we won't be able to refine anything. So we just need the EX and we need... Okay, so we need EX. We need some kind of Gust. And we win. So EX, we have Boss Counter Catcher. We have 2 outs to each of them. We actually technically have the EX guaranteed. But depending on what we draw, we may have to use a Kirlia with that. So, okay, so we do have the Big Guardy, which is a good thing for us. Let's actually get rid of one of the Big Guardies and then go here. Go here. Go here. We probably want to get rid of Neutralization Zone because we want to be able to Ultra Ball if we miss Boss. Okay, so we did end up indeed missing Ultra. So we're going to go to this last Kirlia. Now our only out is going to be Counter Catcher. Or wait, let's calculate our odds real quick. Okay, so we have a 2 in 9 chance. 2 out of these 9 cards are live. But if I see 4 cards, I see 4, but only one of them is live. So we would go 7 by 9 times 7 by 9. If we did it now, if we Iono, we go into, yeah. So for that reason, I think yeah, because Iono also is still live. So for that reason, we should refine first. Because Boss or Counter Catcher wins it, we could still hit Iono to continue digging. Makes sense. And then I'm going to throw these 2 on here because regardless, we're probably retreating to Big Guardy. Yeah, regardless, we're retreating to Big Guardy whether we have it or not. And just seeing if our opponent has it. Although I assume they will with like 2 Boss left in the deck. Or I guess 1 left now. And the Mew, they could probably mess around with it. So yeah, it's a little unfortunate. We end up missing it. I don't think I want to attack because I'd like to stick all of their energy on this Cresselia and just say you don't have Boss. Because if I knock these 3 off, they can technically take 4 off. And then if they Ninja, they can take a 5th one off. They can go Dark, a Monkey. It just gives them more outs to winning instead of just needing Gust. So yeah, if not, we're eating Arby's. Yeah, familiar. I think you should I think you should start commenting where I'm about to eat some Arby's. Oh, wait, 30? Oh, Lord. Oh, wait, no, yeah, my opponent can Cresselia me if they see it. Yeah, for that reason, I probably should have promoted a Kirlia and had a Big Guardy. Wait. Oh, I think my opponent's trying to confuse me and then just stall me. That'd be, I guess that would be like the next best line if they didn't see the, Yeah, because they could have just crushed me. Okay, but yeah, now I have a guaranteed. I have guaranteed Gust. Yeah, I have no idea what my opponent's doing, but yeah, because I can still retreat while I'm confused. Okay, so we got bailed out. We don't have to we don't have to end up eating Arby's, which was good. I wouldn't mind it. I honestly, that would be kind of funny, especially because I missed everything off the Iona. That would have been funny, honestly. I kind of wish my opponent did see the line, but hey, we'll take those. Opponents make mistakes in real life too. Oh, I don't even have to draw. I just realized that. Yeah, we'll counter catcher. All right, we're Arby's free, chat. We're Arby's free. Yeah, honestly, I got bailed out by opponent. Shout out to my opponent for not making me have to buy some Arby's. I honestly have never had Arby's in all this time, but let's go. It wasn't the prettiest, but we got it done. We brought home that TSS win. We finished 5-2 on the stream. One of the games we pretty much just bricked. We don't talk about that other loss. That was brutal. Not the best play on my part as well. So yeah, we don't got to talk about that. But for anybody wanting to see the list before I pop off, Pokemon's pretty generic. Mimikyu and Klefki would be the spiciest things. 7-2 energy. I know sometimes people are playing 8 basic psychics, so there's that. And then supporter, 1 boss, 1 Turo, 4 Iono, 4 Arvin. Everything else is pretty standard. Through a neutralization zone and a Devo in there. Those are kind of the spicy parts, and then we still have our nest ball heavy. So yeah, that's the list. I'll probably post it on Twitter/X after my coaching tonight for anyone that's interested in seeing it. But it was just the same list that won the Japan event. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for staying along with me while I rack up these TSS wins, getting me prepared for Worlds. And if you want to stay tuned with me, my @'s at the bottom right. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Actually, in a couple Wednesdays, because I'll be in Hawaii. So not next Wednesday, but stay tuned. It'll be a couple Wednesdays. And yeah, I appreciate all of you tuning in. Wish me the best of luck at Worlds. For those you competing, I wish you the best of luck at Worlds. And I'll see you all next time.